Her Majesty, the Queen. So this is Queen Victoria after all.
I do like a woman with white hair.
She's very pretty.
Yeah.
Or beautiful.
Yeah, she is. Chum to see everyone. Welcome back to Star Player 1. I'm Brandon Knight.
And I'm Shirayuki.
And we're kicking off with...
Could realize.
Yeah. Could realize Bouquet and Rainbows. Now we're on our way to go meet Queen Victoria. And the reason we're doing this is we're going to get her to basically say that she's not going to harm Victor anymore. And that he's innocent. The rest of the gang stayed behind because they're fighting off Twilight and the Royal Police. So it's just Empei, Victor, and Shirayuki on the Ornithopter trying to get there. Power of love is invincible.
He proceeds to dive the Ornithopter straight into the middle of the ceremony. It feels like we're about to crash.
What is that? Is that a plane? Is it a bird? That's a machine. I saw on the World Fair. It's an Ornithopter. Is it me or is it getting closer? Your Majesty, please stand back. We're going to get to see the Queen.
I can hear the crowd's uproar from all the way up here. I can also see many soldiers running towards a woman. Could that be the Queen? I don't have much time to observe my surroundings as the machine speeds straight towards the ground.
We're going to come to a sudden stop, so make sure you don't bite your tongue.
The Ornithopter begins to pull out of its power dive, groaning as our paths curve upwards. But this isn't enough to kill the momentum. We kick up a cloud of dirt as we carve our way across the ground and finally stop. The fact that the machine is now touching the ground brings me great relief. I heave a great sigh. Was that a successful landing?
Looks like it. Thanks, Empei. That was some fantastic flying. I'm glad we didn't all end up at the gates to heaven.
We all climb out into the ground amidst a dumbfounded crowd.
Who are they? That man with the glasses. Isn't that the violent terrorist Victor Frankenstein? Frankenstein.
As confused voices rise up around us, the cloud of dirt slowly settles.
Oh.
A woman surrounded by soldiers appear in our view, standing on a stage right in front of us.
She's cute. How dare you act with such disrespect before Her Majesty? This is unforgivable.
Her Majesty, the Queen. So this is Queen Victoria after all.
I do like a woman with white hair.
She's very pretty.
Yeah.
Or beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
But at the same time, she is a woman with so much power that the tension in the air is almost
palatable. Surround them! Do not let them escape!
Soldiers around the area all aim their guns at us at once.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. I'm going to cry.
If we utter the wrong words at this moment, they won't hesitate to shoot us. Don't panic. Stay calm. I tried to tell myself this, but I can't gather my thoughts properly. As this is going on, Victor takes a firm step towards Queen Victoria with a determined look.
Soldiers! It'd be unwise to shoot me.
Victor calls us out in a confident voice. His gaze seems cold-hearted somehow. It's like he isn't his usual self. Right now, I would believe that he is an actual terrorist, ready to deliver certain death to all those around him.
Nobody move! One step and you die. I have planted bombs throughout the ceremonial grounds. This radio switch controls the detonation.
Victor raises a small device into the air. Screams ring out from within the audience.
That's the toy he made for me, that he had me make for him.
A toy?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Detonation switch my patootie.
I look over at the Queen while I listen to Impei's whispers. If they catch us in this lie, there's a 99% chance we'll be executed.
Do you want to do her voice? Or you want me to try?
You can do it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know how. Have the gods stand back. But every single person here is a precious subject of my nation. None of this is worth any loss of life. As you command, your majesty.
The guards standing near the Queen give a signal, and the soldiers lower their guns.
Good. Everyone stay still. My accomplices are watching all of us. If anyone tries anything funny, this entire area will become a sea of flames. Your Highness, have the guards stand at a distance. I want to speak with you alone. Fine.
Victoria glances at her guards. In a matter of seconds, the air around us is deserted. They're probably all watching this situation breathlessly. But other than the speakers, Impei and I are probably the only ones who can overhear this conversation.
It's been a while, Dr. Frankenstein. When was the last time I saw your face? 2 years ago, Your Highness. 2 years. Is that all? I feel as if it was decades ago. Huh. What's so funny? It's delightful to watch you try so hard. You treated me with such respect only 2 years ago. Now you're acting like a little puppy who won't do as he's told. Queen Victoria, how can you say that knowing what you did in the past? There's no need to raise your voice. I can hear you, Doctor. Did you come all the way here just to complain to me? I'm done complaining now. I came here to negotiate with you. Don't look so angry. What's this about? Retract my wanted status. Also guarantee my safety from this point on, and grant me pardon for this act as well. That's all I ask.
There is a brief silence. At this moment, there's no room for Impei or me to intervene. All I can do is sit tight and listen to the exchange between Victor and the Queen, and try to guess the outcome of their talk. The Queen sneers at Victor.
Dr. Frankenstein, are you telling me that you, a mere scientist, mean to threaten me, the Queen of the British Empire? I'm prepared to forgive you if you agree to work for Britain once again. I will never again assist you in your ambitions. I see. I have no use for you. Would you like to die with your companions? You don't have any power in this situation. I do. And what power do you have that you could change my mind? I'm prepared to release the secrets regarding that which you so desire to other nations. I've given copies of this information to a number of compatriots. If anything should happen to me, all of Europe will know.
This special knowledge Victor possesses is his only real bargaining chip in this negotiation. But the Queen simply looks amused at this threat.
I see. This is very interesting. It seems that you changed, Dr. Frankenstein. Is it the influence of your friends? I'm not here to make small talk. What about the lady over there? Is she your friend?
The Queen suddenly looks over at us. Her glance feels sticky and clings to me.
We're just like a sibling. It's not like that. We have our own man. What a beautiful girl. She's like a porcelain doll. And I knew I seen her somewhere. I've seen someone with a similar feel about them before. The little boy, Finis. He has the same doll-like appearance. How strange. How are you so similar to the little one? You seem agitated, Dr. Frankenstein. This is getting more interesting by the moment. One is full of secrets. Little girl, if you're connected to Phineas's secret somehow, I'm afraid I want to keep you.
She gives me a long stare. Her gaze feels like it's touching me directly, and I take a step back.
Ahem.
Impei steps in front of me as if to hide me from her line of sight. Thank you, Impei. I thank him in a small voice, and he raises a hand and waves it.
Let's hear what you have to say in response, Your Highness. I had no problem turning this whole venue into an inferno.
The Queen merely smiles. Then,
Enough of the petty lies. Did you really believe that you would trick Queen Alexandria Victoria with a toy like that?
we all gasp. How could she know?
Ha! That reaction, it seems I was right. Huh, I have a soft spot for bad liars. Whoa, playing dirty, she pulled a fast one on us. Politics are in a constant game of bargaining. Your childish antics don't even come close to a real negotiation. Scientists need to stop playing at politics and focus on their research. Impei, take her and stand back.
As if sensing something from Victor's serious tone, Impei says nothing and steps back with me. Once he has seen that we have backed away, Victor slowly takes a leather case from his jacket. He takes out a single test tube.
This is a special liquid explosive. If I drop this on the ground, not even you would be able to escape death. Oh, I see that you're not bluffing this time around.
Victor, what are you? I try to dart towards him, but Impei stops me.
Not now. Victor's one thing, but we have no idea what the Queen would do if we make a move towards them.
But Victor's hands are shaking slightly.
Go ahead. Do it. Death is salvation, but a coward like you would probably hesitate to take hold of a savior's hand.
He's going to do it. He's going to kill himself and take the Queen with him. Victor! I break free of Impei's grasp and run towards him.
Shirayuki, no! Get away from me!
No, Victor, this isn't right. I take his shaking arm and gently lower it. You don't need to do this. No one wants you to sacrifice yourself. Victor says nothing in response and looks down at the ground. I worry about Victor's feelings, but part of my mind is calm and understands the situation. The only leverage we have now is to release Victor's information to other countries. And even that is a lie. If she sees through this lie too, it's over for us. I look at the Queen. I can't tell what she's thinking at all behind her smiling face. There is silence, and then...
Fine, Doctor. I'm satisfied, knowing that you will not become an enemy of the state. I have no way of knowing if you are lying or speaking the truth. But if you really do take what you know outside of this country's borders, Britain as we know it will be over. But you should know that whatever relationship you have with your friends will resolve before that comes to pass. I'll keep my end of the deal.
The Queen nods
Resolutely.
and responds.
Naturally. But Dr. Frankenstein, I believe that you are truly intelligent. That's why I can say for certain that you aren't going through all this trouble just for the sake of your comrades. You could have fled the country long ago, yet you remain in London. Why is that? I'm quite interested. What reason do you have for staying here? Is this in this country, in this city?
Victor says nothing and simply stares at the Queen.
Fine. I'll just keep an eye out on you for now. You can have this win. Oh, Victor, just make sure not to cross me again. I'll keep that in mind.
The Queen smiles boldly. That seems to signal an end to this. Impey and I take a deep breaths, and the Queen slowly walks out in front of us to look around at everyone in attendance.
My beloved subjects, there is something that I would have you know.
Victoria's clear voice fills the air.
It was proven just now that all charges placed against Victor Frankenstein were false accusations. In the name of the Crown, I proclaim his innocence and guarantee his safety. From this moment, anyone attempting to harm him or his companions without my own consent is an enemy of the British Crown.
The crowd murmurs in reaction to the Queen's words. It seems to go on forever.
Oh, we're back. So now that that's all done, cheers!
With Impey's shout, there is the sound of glasses clinking together.
Ah, the first drink at their hardest day work is the best. Even though we had no choice at the time, now that I think back on it, that was one reckless plan. Seriously, it was really close. Thanks for saving the day, Victor. I'm so glad I finished in time.
It's the day after the mission. There's a luxurious meal on the table along with a newspaper open to one particular article. False accusations, national shock of revelation of Victor Frankenstein's innocence. With an article like this widely spread, we can finally rest at ease. And at last we can throw the party that had been put on hold while we prepared for the mission.
If Leonhard had said it's the Queen's orders and called off the attack, we might have been... I don't even want to say it. Those army soldiers were one thing, but the members of Twilight were really going for the kill. I got it kept fine without any problems. Yeah, right. I know you're almost out of ammo.
Victor really was amazing. That must have taken so much courage.
That's nice of you to say. Honestly, I was so nervous that I can't remember what really happened.
But at the same time, when Victor had come face to face with the Queen, he had seemed somehow different. He wasn't the usual kind Victor. He seemed very angry and sad at the same time.
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden, Shirayuki?
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, let's keep things cheerful. It's a rare treat that Deli's joined us here. Isn't that right, Deli? Silence! Don't call me that wretched nickname! I was tasked with the responsibility of caring for my subordinate, Sissy. It's my duty to ensure that he gets fed. That's the only reason why I'm here.
Sissy, eating a meal made especially for him under the table, barks in response to Deli's outburst. Deli and Sissy, they kind of eat in the same way.
There's no need to eat so quickly. There's more where that came from.
I laugh, then look over at Victor. Now that we're officially protected by order of the government, we can relax a little, right?
Yes, I suppose for the time being. We don't know when they'll turn their backs on us again, so I think it's important for us to remain defensive. And I highly doubt that Twilight will give up on capturing you just because of this. Don't worry about that stuff. They don't know where this mansion is, and we'll still be watching out. Even then, we can still focus more on our search for Isaac than we could before. Yes, about that. I've actually found a lead I think is promising.
Really?
Yes, well, it's more like a lead to a promising lead. Right. I mean, I'm starting to feel like we're never going to find this guy.
That would be a problem.
You're right. Never would be a problem. I at least like to track him down within the next 2 or 3 centuries. Hang on, Saint G. You know we'll all be dead by then, right? So what exactly is this lead you speak of? About that.
The conversation comes to a dead stop when we suddenly hear the doorbell ring. Oh, do we have a visitor?
Have we had visitors here? No, we haven't.
Then whoever's at the door...
There's surely some sort of uninvited guest. Maybe it's Sherlock Holmes.
I gulp. Before anyone can say anything more, the door to the room suddenly opens. All our eyes turn to an intruder at once, and he gives us a pleasant smile.
Good day, gentlemen. Lady. Sholmes! There was no response, so I invited myself in. What's this? Are you in the middle of a celebration? It would appear that I dropped by at just the right moment. What do you want? Are you here to capture us? No. I would never do that. I prefer to keep my work and my private life separate. And as you are no longer criminals, there's no need for me to arrest you.
Then, why are you here?
I come all this way to inform you that I am no longer your enemy. You should be more grateful. I don't bring gifts, but I do have good news for you. It won't be publicized, but Victoria is openly chastised in Twilight, severely at that. It seems the damage that they brought upon London while trying to shoot you down has incurred her wrath. Oh, those attacks. Because of this, Twilight's activities will likely be restricted for some time. They were too eager for success and dug their own graves. I'm a bit embarrassed for my old workplace, but it's worked out to my advantage. Indeed, I'm sure they'll continue their operations, but they'll certainly be more subtle about it. I don't know why Twilight is after you. Just be on the lookout. Well, good. I like Sholmes.
Yeah.
That is indeed good news. Thanks for coming all the way here to tell us.
The Count smiles and nods.
I mean, I guess it's good news, but... Never mind that. How did you find about this place? I didn't leave any traces for you to find. Is that so, Lupin? Then I must deduce that your housekeeping skills are subpar. You left traces everywhere. You little... they're really good rivals.
Yeah.
There, Lupin. Don't be so rude. Mr. Sholmes, was it? Since you already made the trip here, why don't you come in and enjoy some of our party food? In exchange, please keep the location of our mansion under your hat. Oh? You think you can bribe the great detective Sherlock Holmes with food?
Sholmes narrows his eyes at the Count's suggestion. Then...
Well then, don't mind if I do. I'm starting to like him. You are one easy detective to bribe.
He's toying with Lupin, isn't he?
I guess everyone has at least one nemesis.
Victor smiles cheerfully. He no longer has the frightening seriousness or dangerous air like he did during the conversation with the Queen. I decided to stop worrying and enjoy the moment.
It seems like you gathered an interesting group here. Now we all are acquainted, I think I like to come back once in a while to visit. Don't you come back here! Hurry up and get out!
I can't help but laugh at the desperation in Lupin's voice.
Is that the end of the chapter? No. Wait. Yeah. Chapter 7, A Legal Race.
The afternoon after the party, I head for Deli's room carrying his meal on a tray. Deli, I brought you your dinner.
Leave it there.
His voice carries through the door. It seems like yesterday was a special
Exception?
exception, and he won't come out tonight. Are you sure you don't want to eat with everyone else?
I told you I have no intention of being cozy with any of you.
But you joined us at the party yesterday.
That was a blunder on my part. I have great many regrets about yesterday.
I see.
I carry on the spirit of the entire vampire race. It's out of the question for me to share a meal with humans.
He has a true passion for avoiding us. I was hoping that yesterday would have helped him open up to us.
Sissy, how long have you been here? Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Do not pull my clothes, I forbid it!
There's some commotion going on in there. What could it be?
Why are you pulling me towards the door, you traitor? You're supposed to be my minion. I refuse to eat with those humans. Stop. Fine. All right.
The noises ceases. Deli? No response. What could have happened in there? Oh, are you all right? I heard some noises. The door opens, revealing Deli. Sissy slips between his legs and rubs up against me. Sissy! He looks up at me with good-natured doggy smile as if he said, "Look, I brought Deli out to you." So dinner?
For your information, I am not opening up to you. It is that a wise ruler always lends an ear to his subordinate's advice. Sissy wants me to join your meal. That's all.
I understand. Deli turns away, looking disgruntled, then starts to walk ahead. Sissy runs over to join him at his feet.
And we will have to stop it there. That was awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
I like Queen Victoria. We met her. And it's so nice to have where we don't have the royal police after us anymore. The government's no longer after us, and Twilight's been severely restricted. And now we have Sherlock Holmes as a friend, which I like him.
I do too.
He's a good match for Lupin, a good rival, because they're both very intelligent. So you can see they're constantly, Lupin's really mad because he keeps on predicting what he's doing.
Yeah.
And right now we're in Chapter 7, Illegal Race. It seems like the first chapters were introducing each different character, and now we're learning more about each character. So the last chapter was all about Frankenstein. Before that was about Van Helsing. So now we're doing Illegal Race. So I'm guessing, just taking a guess here, I think it's going to be about Impey now. Something to do with racing his ornithopter or some machine like that. It seems like that's what I'm guessing. I like Deli. I like the voices. I like everyone here. So, hope you guys are liking what you've seen. If you would, what's something they can do here? I guess they can make a royal decree on that subscribe button right down below. And as always, we'll see you in the next Star Player 1 episode. Bye!